Okay, everybody. So, welcome to the second part of this so-called like a Iman badminton talk show. Last time I did talk show. It was during COVID that I started doing talk show. Talk about random stuff. Um, yeah, just very random. It was very random. It was just talking about news, um, talking about something that is off topic. But right now, uh, we have a lot of topics. Like we have a lot of good topics that we can talk about. Like currently, like the present right now, like the latest update is, of course, Kento Momota. Kento Momota was actually I used to be a fan of Kento. Kento was Kento was really strong. He was really fast. He's also my one of my inspiration last time, because we have something in common that you cannot change the fact that we are both left-handers. So I look up to him quite a lot, because I need to find ways to play as a left-hander player, and what kind of shot that what's his routine shot, what's his what's his weakness, what is his best attacking skills. Same goes to Lindan. And yeah, I actually learned a lot by watching videos about Kento, the former world number one. So yeah, it's good to see him doing well again. But it was unfortunate. It was the accident that happened in Malaysia was very unfortunate. I think everybody did not expect that. And uh, he's trying his best. I was actually his biggest fan. When the S-Shock 99 Pro, Froster Blue, is it? Or navy blue? Just let's just call it navy blue. I went and bought that. I bought two of them, and then I also bought his shoe to go with it. It is the exact same racket and the exact same shoe that he was wearing um during the Tokyo Olympics 2020. So yeah, I was actually a big fan of Kento. But then after that, he just start to, um, of course, because of the accident. So he going downhill. I don't really watch his matches anymore. Because uh, I don't find it helpful at that moment. But of course, I'm still supporting him. I'm still okay watching his game. Maybe all the good games I'll watch. So yeah, keep it up, Kento. We are all rooting for you for your biggest comeback. Okay, so back to the story. I think like I like to talk. I actually like to make these kind of episodes, that I can randomly just see whatever I want. Right now that I have a lot of badminton that I came into the badminton scene. There's actually a lot more to talk about the knowledge that I have about knowing equipments. Where do I find them? How do I get them? How do I know whether they are worth it? Um, there's a lot of things to talk about, but sometimes I just have to I want to leave it to you guys to decide of what kind of content that I want to talk about, but usually when I post on Instagram, I don't really get a lot of interesting questions. If I put question like ideas for content or questions, it's usually question that it can be answered within in few sentences. So I cannot really bring that question into a video, because I do not want to answer like, how do you know this racket is good? Well, it's explanation that it does not requires you to not a very long explanation. So it's very hard to actually um do a certain episode. But right now uh I'm really helpful, I'm really grateful that I have a lot of knowledge in myself about badminton that I think other people also do not have. Majority of people may not have. That is knowing the difference of equipments, the difference of models, the difference of series, what are the difference, how does it feels like, and I had the experience of using it. I also have listed myself like all the rackets that I have used, that I have tested in the lifetimes. From leaning, maybe the most best one is of course my leaning tectonic line. I got inspired by actually Jonathan Christie, and um, when I was actually, and something funny, I was actually a biggest Yonex fans, because like again I was Kento fans, so I only use Yonex. Majority of my racket is Yonex. I bought Victor racket, I bought Lindan Yonex racket, Lee Chong Wei rackets, Kento Momota rackets, and majority of Yonex players racket, all the men singles. And then here comes one day when I watched Jonathan Christie. At that point of time, I think he just changed his sponsor to Leaning, and then I saw his racket, and I saw his racket. I was like, that racket's really cool. It's just black and white, and then he uses that racket with Aerobite and red color grip. So I find the racket really nice. So it took me a while to actually decide to when I'm gonna buy that racket. So then after that, I decided to, okay, I'm gonna buy that racket, Tectonic 9. The first time I used it, I really liked it. There is no explanation for it. It's just that I really liked it. There is no explanation. And then I think I used it for a few months. Because at that point of time I had like 13 rackets, all different models. So I've been like playing around with all the rackets, because uh, I did not plan to make myself as a badminton player seriously, so I don't really want to stay with one racket. I can Today I use 100 cc, the next day I'm gonna use 99, and then the next time I'm gonna use 99 Pro, and then next I'm gonna use Zaura Z Stride, I'm gonna use Z Force 2. It just keep going on. The list just keep goes on, and then I just realized that when I use Tech 9, I use Tech 9 more, and then I played slightly well. I was actually I combined the Tech 9 with BG80, because I was actually using 100 cc with BG80, Victor Axelsen racket. And then I feel like, okay, since I use BG80, then I will stick to BG80. So I changed Tech 9 with BG80. uh it was good. It was real good. Um and then I sold it. Because I had too many racket, I sold it. And then when I used different racket, I realized that Tech 9 was the one. Tech 9 was the one. So to make decision for me to make what is my main racket, it wasn't really hard. I think about, I'm not pretty sure how long, but I've more than 5 months, I guess, or something like that. I decided to, okay, I'm gonna buy Tech 9, and then just keep buying Tech 9, like Tectonic 9, Leaning Tectonic 9. And yeah, I'm still using the same setup, Leaning Tectonic 9, Leaning number 1, um, tension 29 pounds, and 4 knot, and 4 UG5. I'm playing around right now with my stringing patterns, like 29, like 20, 28, 30, yeah, I'm actually playing around with the tension, like 28, 30, or 29 pre-stretch, 5% pre-stretch, or 10% pre-stretch. Because my tension dropped pretty fast. It does not snap pretty, okay, it actually snapped pretty often. There was one time that I went for casual sparring. Regardless of how I played, or whether I miscue the shuttle or what, I rarely snap string, because I'm not that strong. But in that one session, I broke two string. I do not know how, but yeah, I just broke two string on one sparring session within 2 hours. So now I have to be cautious. If I go tournament, I have to bring more rackets. But when I go tournament, I always bring four racket. Actually, I always bring five. Uh, Regardless of the fifth one, whatever model. If I have Tech 9, I'll bring Tech 9. Currently I have five Tech 9, so I actually prepare everything. I will string everything before 1 week before tournament, get them prepared, and then continue with training using them, get used to them. So yeah, okay, and then let's continue with the racket. The second good racket of leaning that I use is the Aeronaut 9000 Anthony Ginting. Anthony's racket is really good. Um, but I just cannot play with it. For fun wise, maybe for just testing wise. But if you're asking me to actually play with it, I don't think I can. And then the best one is the best racket I actually tried. I think it was the Aeronaut 9000 Combat with Yuta Watanabe signature on it. It was the Olympic, if I'm not wrong. It was the Olympic edition. And I actually made money out of that racket. So I bought it at Queensway, about 200 plus, and then the next day after I used it for a while, I sold it to my friend about 300. So I actually made a profit. But yeah, I kind of regret because there's only like maybe 500 piece of that in the world, or anywhere in Southeast Asia at least. So yeah. And then the next record that I've tried is of course the X-Force 90 Max, the Loken new racket. uh he was from turbocharging 75 combat, and then he changed to 90 max, so dragon. So then I tried that, and I really liked it as well, and I put attention at 31 30 31, same as him lah, 三十一 三十二. That's the only thing I know. No, 三十一 三十二 is 31 32, right? I think so. 三十一 三十二. Eh, yeah. Okay, correct. Is 2, so 三十一 三十二. Okay, correct. So yeah. And then from Yonex, I tested RC 10. RC 10 was the best racket from Yonex in my opinion, due to Taufik Hidayat. I'm also a big fan of Indonesian player. Majority of my favorites are Indonesians. The Indonesian, they just have a different playing style. Their playing style is a very passive and aggressive player, and always like to push, always like to attack, and they really fast. The good example that anybody thinks, everybody, any player also thinks this, that is Anthony. Anthony is really fast. So yeah, you cannot go wrong. You just can't go wrong with playing with that kind of play style. And it's just sometimes whether it works or sometimes it does not work. So yeah. Okay, so speaking of, okay, what do I want to say about right now? Okay, I would like yeah, the badminton community in Singapore. I find it okay at first, but knowing more people, they are actually nicer in person. Maybe they a little bit too how to say, slightly arrogant, some people. But yeah, I think you just have to get to know them, and then they will be more nicer to you. So yeah, I guess I'm okay with it right now. I get to mix around with all the good play, with all the strong and good players, so that I can gain more experience. I can learn from them, as well as today. I am actually going for my sparring later on. But probably that sparring video is already out before this one came out. So I hope if you guys have not watched the first episode, you guys should watch the first episode. But I think the really most important, if you guys are actually listening to be talking so long, uh, try to comment anything that is relatable, if any, and then try to comment more what you guys want me to talk about in the future, in the upcoming episodes. If you guys really like this episode, do let me know. And I really want to make this into something, maybe once in a while, since because I don't really have a lot of setups. So with just this phone and microphone, I can actually, we can actually make like a short interview, a short interview with any players, asking their maybe we can learn from them, from their experience, whatever they can tell. And yeah, just makes the channel more interesting rather than it's just my videos. But if you guys understand the context of my videos, you need to understand that whatever I am posting, the purpose of it is for me to watch myself, not for people to watch. What kind of content? Okay, here's the thing that people may not understand. Okay, so other people when they creating content, regardless on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever, or live, they are creating content for the viewers that want to watch. But when I create content, it is actually relate to myself. Is that is kind of content that I like to watch. So in another word is I like to watch my own content. I just and at a randomly when I have nothing to do, I'll just go on my TikTok, I'll just scroll back on my own videos. Is because that is kind of content that I want to watch. But sadly, not a lot of people have the same mindset as me, or a same content that they produce similarly to mine. So that is why I watch my own videos, and I really like watching my own videos. Is because that it's not like I like myself, but it's just that, like I said, I like the content that I created. Is kind of content that I like, that I would like to watch. So I hope there will be more Singaporeans like play badminton. Just create their content. Do not be shy, first of all. There's really nothing to be ashamed of. But I really, okay, another thing, creating content, it gives me more opportunities to play with good people, and I am more known. Thank you to everyone. I appreciate everybody's support. You guys are incredible. Taking selfies, knowing me. Are you the TikTok guy? The TikTok guy. It's something that it's a milestone. It's a milestone for me. And then I think the best memories. I feel like the best memories that I had, that I encounter, like people calling me out, was actually during the Nash Singapore Open. So National Open this year, 2023, I was going out. I was in front of the stadium, going to the pickup point of the stadium, and then one kid just tell me, Iman, can I take a selfie? And I'm like, wow, okay. And I took a selfie. In the stadium as well, there's also people wanted to take a selfie, and I find it interesting. And then there's people also, they were carrying their food, and then they just like, I just walk beside them, because I was also going the same way, and then they look at me and they're like, "Hey, aren't you the TikTok guy?" And I say, "Yes, sir." So, um, it's a very interesting experience that you guys have given me. I really appreciate it. But if my content does not make you guys happy, you have to understand that whatever content that I'm producing, majority are content that I like to watch, that I would like to watch. So, yeah, it's more like a self-entertaining, because people do not make the content for me, so I make the content myself for myself. So, yeah. And of course, the full videos is, of course, is for me to recap whatever mistake I do, and especially the highlights. I always like to watch my own highlights, and because that is a good part of me, is that okay, there is no mistake in highlights. So it keeps me motivated to actually play without doing mistakes, because like I want it to be every rally. Why not every rally you will be attacking? Why not every rally it will be your point? Why not every rally you win that rally? So it's really something that I always learn for myself. So you guys have to understand. If you do not like my content, I apologize. But um, yeah, still thank you to everybody that been supporting me all this while. You guys are incredible. I do not know what to say. I am very touched by the support that everybody give me. That's a little bit very cringe, yeah. That's slightly cringe, if you get it. Okay, so um currently, live update right now. I applied for BWF ID as a player, and then we'll see how that goes. I'll try my best to go pro. That is the dream, and that is also the destination that I am going. And then just to gain experience first, and then if I ever retire, for if I ever made it to pro, and then maybe after I retire, and then I'll be a full-time coach. I'm also taking the BWF level 1 coaching course. I already applied that. I already registered it, but Singapore Badminton Association have not sent me back the email for the fixed date of the skill test. So I hope if you guys are watching this video, I hope you guys comment the minutes of the video that I just said that, and send it, and please tag Singapore Badminton Association, so they give me a faster skill test date so that I can have my BWF earlier, and that is also already can help help my career path. But I do not want to be a full-time coach right now. I would love to be a player, but also something is stopping me, that is coming soon. They might be coming soon, and definitely coming soon, in 2024, which is me going for a national service. So if that does not happen next year, well, I hope I'm gonna spend 2024 the best as I could, and make it as memorable as possible. Um, and the only thing that I'm actually looking for right now is to play National Open again, and I just want to see how much I've improved. Although I may not get the same opponent, of course, getting a same opponent chances are pretty low. But I don't even know whether my previous opponent's gonna play. But I just wanna see if I can make it to second round, so, or maybe third round. So yeah, if I can go to second, I'll try my best to make it possible to go second, and then to third, and then if it's out, then it's out, so yeah, I just want to see how far I have come. So yeah, and this last thing that before I end this episode, I just want to talk about slightly off topic, I guess. um the attitude, yeah, the attitude that different players have, it's incredible. Why did I say that is because that a lot of people are telling me that I am not good enough, and indeed I am not good enough, but the most importantly to me is I am trying. I do not give up, and I do not say something like it's a waste of time, and I also do not say like something like oh, I'm gonna lose anyway, so I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna sign up because I know I'm gonna lose. It's just you don't have that fighting spirit in you. And then I feel like if anyone, any of you, if you guys are putting yourself through a lot of effort in training, in practicing, in doing the physical training that you guys went through, and you guys actually decided when someone asks you to sign up for a certain competition, and you guys just telling them, no, I am not gonna sign up, I'm just gonna lose, and you do not have that fighting spirit. So your training, your practice, or whatever you do, is just going to waste because you do not dare to try. So why do you spend the money on training, and then when there is a competition that you could try to test yourself, and whether your skill is there, you are not willing to try, and then it's just wasted. So I hope a lot of people, if you guys watch my content, um, I am not someone who gives up easily. So I want you guys to be just like that. Do not give up. And recently, one of my biggest fan, also shout out to Kian. I know you're my biggest fan. He asked me a question, which I answered uh, short, but I feel like it's very meaningful. Um, so he was asking about um, how am I not scared on court, like competition, when like how am I not scared on court during competition. So it's simple, because if you dare to win, you should dare to lose, and most importantly is stay calm and take it as like it's just a game. Take it as it's just a sparring game, and you will do 100 times better. And because the mentality is the thing that slows you down, that brings you down, that stop you from doing things that you really like to do at your full potential, at your full capability. So it's something that people, it's very hard for anyone to actually cope. And same goes to myself. I still get nervous. Even the world champ, even anybody, even maybe the top players, they sure have a little bit of the feel of nervous every time they play a big competition. It's because it's not something small, and it's something that it's something, how do I say this? Um, it's something that everybody have, like you cannot hide from, you cannot run away from being nervous, unless you really have like a rock solid heart, like no emotion, no expression, and no nothing. Then it could that's a different thing. So yeah, so I guess we're gonna wrap it out for this episode. If you guys listen, if you guys I just want to know if anyone actually hear all the way from here. If you guys hear all the way from here, I want you guys to comment this below. No, I'm not gonna edit this video. I'm sorry. Okay. If you guys actually listen to if you guys are actually listen all the way for I don't know how long this video is, like 26 minutes. If you guys actually listen to this video all the way, I want you guys to comment the code below, and I'll give you guys free badminton grip, because I appreciate every single one of you that actually support and actually willing to listen to this kind of episode. And maybe while you're doing something, you can actually listen to me talking like this, like it's because it's so called like a podcast, you know. So I appreciate you guys. If you guys say okay, so if you guys listen to this until at this minute, I want you guys to comment below Imaan Official Road. Okay, Imaan Official Rode, Rode, my microphone. It's just something random. It's because that I really want to know if you guys are actually listening, if people actually listen to my videos. But I don't think so. But this is the content that I would like to listen back to myself. So yeah. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next episode if there is. So see you guys, and peace out. Goodbye.